Hello and what is up, everybody? My name is Ahmed, and today we're going to be doing a special video. Not a special video, but it's been about a month now since I've done this kind of video. But this is a special occasion since Paladins has just released Hi-Rez has just released a new champion called Zhin into Paladins. Now, this was theorized, and people called him Dark Lord, and people thought that he would be a female, but Hi-Rez proved them wrong. Because if you search it up on Google, it's kind of one of the pieces of information there is that Zhin is a female name, mostly a female name. But of course, Hi-Rez completely scrapped that and made Zhin a male. So let's do an ability breakdown of Zhin since he has just been released yesterday. So Zhin, also known as the Tyrant, is a flank. He costs 7,500 or 200 crystals to buy, and he has 2,000 health. So he's kind of a squishy character. So his first skill, which is of course the normal left click, he has a blade, and it's an Inferno blade. So within 2 seconds, hurl burning oil with 2 quick swings that deal 450 damage, and the heavy swing that deals 700 damage. So he has this kind of sword facing out, where it's not just an upright sword. He holds it outside, kind of the blade is facing away from him, and what you do is this is kind of a weird blade, you could say. It hurls oil at the enemy. It doesn't really, like, you don't really stab him or hit him with the blade itself. You do hit him with the blade. There's a heavy swing that deals 700 damage, but you also have 2 quick swings of burning oil that deal 450. So in total, that's 1,150 damage, which is quite a lot, especially considering the fact that it only happens in 2 seconds. Okay, now for his right click ability, his second ability, he has Counter, which is basically kind of like Androxus's reversal. Sorry, I think Hi-Rez kind of ran out of ideas there, but let's not give him too much smack, and let's actually read the thing. So you enter a counter stance for 2 seconds. If you take an enemy hit to the front of your character, you negate any effects of the hit and counterattack with a melee strike dealing 700 damage. So this is basically like Androxus's reversal, but instead of dealing out 75% of the damage you have taken, you just deal straight up 700 damage. So this is good if you're just countering and the enemy notices that you counter, so they don't hit you. You're still gonna do 700 damage at the end. So his third ability, or his Q ability, is Billow. Now this, what you do is you disperse into smoke, you become untargetable, and you gain 20% movement speed for 2 seconds. So this is, he kind of has 2 movement abilities, you could say. I would definitely take this as a movement ability because they can't see you, you can't be targeted, and you gain 20% movement speed. His F, or his kind of movement thing, is you lunge forward while swinging your blade in a deadly arc, dealing 400 damage to nearby enemies. Now they kind of switched the abilities here, because usually F is mobility, but this time they made it Q as mobility, and F is still kind of movement speed. You could get out of situations using your whirl, but you could also use it like a Maeve's, I don't even remember what it is, but Maeve's attack, where you just go straight up and you dash right into them. This kind of whirl. But it's swinging your blade into an arc, and it deals 400 damage to every nearby enemy in that range. His ultimate, also known as Spite, is he launches forward and incapacitate an enemy. What? He can oh my goodness, incapacitate an enemy with a series of vicious melee attacks dealing 2,000 damage over 1.5 seconds. So basically he deals 2,000 damage over 1.5 seconds. I actually don't like this ultimate, because considering the fact that he's supposed to be a flank, or a very high damaged champion, I don't think his ultimate does that much. Like Jogos, like for example, let's compare them to some people. Jogos immediately kills, right? He could kill most squishy characters, but that we're comparing him to Jogos. Let's compare him to Androxus. Let's compare him to the flanks. Skies is much better, of course. It deals way more than 2,000 damage. Androxus, I'm not sure, but does it deal 2,000? Yeah. Androxus deals more than 2,000 damage, and you're in the air while doing it. So it's just kind of just a little comparison. I think his ultimate is okay, but they could have definitely improved it. Anyway, thank you very much guys for watching. This was a Zhin ability breakdown. It was just released soon, and there might be a few changes in the next patches, of course, because as we all know, when Hi-Rez releases a champion, the next patch they're probably gonna nerf him or buff him, because they're usually not downs. But anyway, thank you very much guys for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please click the thumbs up button. I will hopefully be uploading some Zhin gameplay soon, but the PDS isn't working for me right now, so I had to use the Victor or Lex or whatever gameplay, I don't know what gameplay I'm using while editing this. But thank you very much guys for watching. Subscribe. I upload hopefully weekly, and I'll be seeing you guys later.
Capture the objective. The objective. 4, 3, 2, 1. From the shadows. Defend. Defend the payload. This will keep us safe. Enemy killing spree. Let them get on a rampage? Come on. Oh, come on. Woo-hoo. You rock.
the meaning of haste?